Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Angry Johnny with Thoth Trades. Just wanted to go over XRP with you real quick, also known as Fart Coin, Shitcoin, garbage. I wouldn't have sex with XRP if your neighbor's woohoo was out and your other neighbor was pushing, if you get my drift. Waka waka. Anyway, what I wanted to go over with you is some good things are happening for XRP. This is for people if you want to get into it, maybe do a buy and hold strategy where you would buy low and just hang on to it, like a lot of people did when they got wealthy with Bitcoin. So you could see a fluctuation in this, but you know, the markets do what the markets do. But one of the good things that XRP has going for, right? It is backed by, and since 2024, it is backed by a thing called RLUSD. What that stands for is Ripple United States Dollar. What that is a stable coin. And what a stable coin is a crypto that keeps the same value no matter what. Take for example like Bitcoin. Bitcoin can be one day it'll be up, it'll be $80,000. Next day it'll drop down to 20,000, right? That's the fluctuation because Bitcoin is not a stable coin. There's a lot of volatility in it. So with the stable coins, it's like your money in your pocket. A dollar's worth a dollar. So they say. A dollar ain't worth anything since we got taken off the gold standard back in the day. But anyway, that's another subject. But your stable coins will always stay whatever. So there's a USD stable coin, there is a Euro stable coin, a Yen stable coin, Australian dollar stable coin, all in the crypto space. So those are the ones that never fluctuate. So it'll always be worth one thing. Okay. So with XRP being backed by the Ripple USD stable coin, now it makes it a little bit more safer of a coin to get into. A lot of people jump into these stupid coins, meme coins they're called, where, like the Haktu girl, if you remember her, she started a crypto coin and, pretty much just stole everybody's money. And so did the DJT coin, just went up and then tanked. It's called a pump and dump or a Ponzi scheme. They do that all the time. So if you're investing into cryptos, you want to have cryptos that are backed by real or somewhat real assets, so they're a little bit more of a stable investment. Anyway, let's get into this chart here. What I want to show you here is, see how we have this imbalance once again. We've been going down, 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 down. We have this candle right here. This is called like a doji candle. It's kind of really small, up and down. No real, you could say it is green, but an up candle, but they call it a doji. But anyway, we have this down imbalance here. Remember what I told you? Anytime you see all down candles or all up candles and nothing in between, not like going up and then a black and then going up and a black, that is called an imbalance. And usually the market will come back to rebalance those imbalances, which we have here. This is an imbalance. What I have marked out here is called a gap. You see how there's a wick here and there's a wick on this candle and there's a gap in between. So usually when you have these imbalances with these gaps, the markets will come back to rebalance them. So what we're looking at on today, the 31st, we've came down and we've taken out this low and this low. And there's usually money resting below these lows. That's why they go down to them and, take the money out before going the other way. Pretty much just stealing your money. So what I'm seeing here is we could, and this is my opinion, we could come back up to get the money that's right here on this candle and come back into this imbalance to rebalance it and then perhaps roll over to target this down here, which is money below this, which is our sell side liquidity. This is just my opinion. Make your own decisions. Anyway, if we drop down to a 1 minute chart, and for today, do you see how we've just been going up, and we're kind of meandering around. Now it looks like we're starting to get a little bit of a retracement down. This is how they fool you into thinking, okay, now we're going to go back down, and people start selling, and then they'll switch around and go back up. Because on the higher time frame, this is back on that daily chart, I think we're going to come back up into this imbalance, then roll over. But be careful, if you see into this area, you see that number to the right and that midpoint. If we come back into that area, into that number, and we go above it, we might start seeing a retracement higher, taking out this candle, and this candle. Okay? So if we blow through it, you might see higher prices. But in my opinion, I think this might be a trick to go higher, to get everybody jumping on the bandwagon buying XRP, and then slamming it down lower into this area to take everybody's money and then go up. But that's my opinion. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment if you liked it. If you didn't like it, yeah. Waka Waka SqUawk.